Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Welcome back. I know we were having some audio trouble, it looks like there today. So do apologize for that, but that happens once in a while. Unfortunately, our streaming services have issues, and we just had noticed. I said, wait a minute, we're not getting audio. So I said, we're going to have to drop that and restart all over again. So I do apologize for that. I am your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. You know, it's always such a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to be with you here on Inspirations for Your Life. Do take this moment, ladies and gentlemen, to run out to the kitchen and get something that you really want. Maybe it's something that you're maybe it's something that you want to eat, maybe something you want to drink. But go ahead and get that and hurry on back to Inspirations for Your Life because we have an amazing show for you tonight. Now that we have our audio back, it's great to be with you here. I'm not only a podcast host, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm also a podcast coach. And it gives me great privilege and a great honor to be with you here on the Inspirations for Your Life show. So thank you so much. Why don't you run to the kitchen and get something, like I said, really, really delicious for yourself, and we'll kick this off. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this show is basically the master topic from Saturday that started, Mastering Life, Gratitude, Growth, and Inner Strength, Series 4, Show 11. And by the way, this is episode number 3, Belief to Reality, how your mind basically shapes your actions, how your minds shape your actions. So welcome everyone here today. Do check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations that truly will have the power to change your life every single day. But you know, everything, ladies and gentlemen, starts with thoughts, okay? It starts with thoughts. I think that's probably the most important thing. And I think that's an important thing. Most people give up, okay? Most people give up. And I'm going to tell you it happens because of what happened in their previous life, like their previous something they did previously. And although that sounds like crazy, it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's what causes changes. And I will tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that when somebody gets, let's say, put into the doldrums, they feel like they can't do anything in their life. And although that sounds, like crazy, it's absolutely the truth. And so what do I mean by, the fact that we get caught in the doldrums? I think the best way to figure that out is that your motivation drops. Okay. Your motivation drops. And when your motivation drops, you know what happens? You just don't want to do anything in your life. All right. Do check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Not only, ladies and gentlemen, are we here every single day streaming out to many great channels, but we also do some special streams to TikTok. So do check that out at JSIM Academy. If you're not watching us on TikTok, we do 30-minute streams, and we even do a couple 45-minute or even over an hour streams, and we do some amazing stuff that we don't do on any other platform. So you're going to want to check that out. As I said, I'm your host and also a coach, and your beliefs, ladies and gentlemen, are the foundation of your life, shaping the way you think, act, and experience the world around you. Whether you're empowering people or yourself, that's great. Or maybe they're holding you back. It's all about your beliefs. And you have to have the power to determine your success. If you don't, you're going to be stifled and stuck. And it's about your confidence building and your resilience growing. But the good news is you're not stuck with limiting beliefs. In tonight's episode or today's episode, I'm going to dive deep in how your mindset influences your actions and how you can shift your beliefs to unlock your full potential. So let's explore this together. How beliefs drive behavior and how you could take charge of your thoughts to create a more fulfilling and successful life. We've all been places where it could be parents, could be friends, colleagues, significant others, and they say, you know what, you're not going to do that. You'll never do that. And so the reason they do this is they're hoping to motivate us. But you know what they really do? They demotivate us and they program us. So we have to go through a lot of effort to make sure that we turn that around. We have to guard our mind and guard our emotions and our heart. We'll talk about that later. Beliefs and influence decisions and behaviors are very important. So beliefs influence decisions and behaviors. Everything you do starts with a belief, whether you're stepping up to an opportunity or maybe you're actually shying away. I think that's an important thing for everyone. Everything you do starts with a belief. Everything. Again, it could be the opportunity. You could be shying away from a challenge. Your beliefs, ladies and gentlemen, you know what they do? They dictate what it is that you'll be able to do or not do. So that's either consciously or unconsciously. So if you believe something is possible, you'll find ways to make it happen, no matter how you have to do it. If you believe it's out of reach, well, you won't even try. Think about someone that has a strong belief in their ability to succeed. They tend to make confident decisions, take bold actions, and they embrace risks. They succeed. Okay? On the other hand, those who doubt themselves, hesitate, procrastinate, and stay within their comfort zones either stay stagnant or they digress. Recognizing the impact of your beliefs on daily choices allows you to take control of your mindset and make decisions that align with your aspirations, goals, rather than limiting your potential. Number 2, positive beliefs drive success and growth. Positive beliefs drive success and growth. So successful people don't just work hard, they think differently. A positive belief, okay, system on board fuels motivation, resilience, and creativity. Now, when you believe in your ability to grow, learn, and adapt, you push past those obstacles with determination. A growth mindset helps you embrace challenge as opportunities rather than threats, allowing you to continuously evolve and achieve greater things. Now, think of an entrepreneur who believes they can make a difference. They'll persist through failures and setbacks because their beliefs fueled their drive, whether in business, personal development, or relationships. Believing in positive possibilities helps you step into a version of yourself that constantly is about improving and moving forward. Number 3, limiting beliefs create obstacles and fear. Not all beliefs serve you, ladies and gentlemen. Many of us carry limiting beliefs that whisper, you're not good enough. You'll never do this. You're a failure. You'll never make that money. You'll never get that person. You'll never stay in that relationship. You'll never get that promotion. You'll never graduate. This isn't meant for you. These thoughts create mental roadblocks, paralyzing us with fear and self-doubt. Have you ever hesitated to apply for a job or start a new project because you feared rejection? Fearing is just false evidence appearing real. The hesitation often stems from a belief that you're not capable or worthy. The truth is, most of these limitations are self-imposed. By identifying and challenging them, you take the first step toward freedom, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones, such as I am capable, I deserve success, I learn from every success, I learn from every challenge, can be so empowering to transform the way you approach opportunities in life. There's a gentleman that I was with at an event recently, an older gentleman, and I was telling him how I exercise and I walk. Oh, I can't. It hurts me and this and that. So he said, wait till you get my age. And the first thing I said to myself is, he's already put the belief in his head that he's going to have pain. He's already put the belief in his head that he can't. So I'll be exercising 100, 200, 300, 400, 5 as I'll still be alive. And the difference between me and that person is my belief, my mindset. Why do people go in that mindset? Because of one feeling they have. See, one feeling should not be the precedence to set your whole life if you're not happy with it. If you like the feeling, great. Then go with it. Be empowered and do more of that. I think that's an important thing. So our actions, ladies and gentlemen, reflect deeply held beliefs. I don't know if you know that or not. Your actions are a direct mirror of your inner world that you hold inside. If you believe you're capable, you take bold action. If you believe success is out of reach, well, you hesitate, procrastinate, or self-sabotage yourself or others. This is why self-awareness is so crucial. Once you recognize the beliefs driving your behavior, you can intentionally shift away from those to align with a life of what you want and create that. For example, someone who believes they are strong at communicating will naturally seek opportunities to speak up in meetings or other events, while someone who believes they are not good at public speaking will shy away from sharing their ideas. Every choice you make reflects what you truly believe about yourself and the world. So choose beliefs that empower action rather than hinder it. Changing beliefs can transform outcomes. Number 5. The good news is your beliefs are not set in stone. By challenging old narratives and adopting new perspectives, you can shift your reality. Think about the stories you tell yourself. Are they empowering or are they limiting? If you always believe that you're bad with money, you'll likely make poor financial decisions. But if you actively work to change that belief, educating yourself or practicing better habits, you will, okay, this is important, you will begin to see transformation in that area. All right. Techniques like affirmations, visualizations, and surrounding yourself with positive influences can help reshape your belief system. The more you reinforce empowering beliefs, the more they take root and change the way you show up in life and act. Number 6, awareness of beliefs leads to intentional action. When you understand the power of your beliefs, you start making conscious choices instead of running on autopilot. Many people go through life reacting to situations based on unconscious beliefs formed in childhood or past experiences. But when you take the time to examine your beliefs, you gain control over your actions. Awareness allows you to catch negative thoughts in the moment and replace them with beliefs that fuel your confidence and ambition. For example, if you believe you can handle stress effectively, you'll approach challenges with a problem-solving mindset rather than panicking for everything. Being aware of your beliefs helps you take intentional action toward your goals instead of letting old patterns dictate your future. Number 7, beliefs shape how we see challenges and opportunities. Two people can look at the same situation and see completely different things, but they're both realities to them. Maybe you look at a club and you see a 6. You look at the club the other way, you see a 9. Or you look at a glass and you see it half full, or you see it half empty. Why? Because beliefs shape our reality. Those perceptions become our reality. A person with a fixed mindset sees failure as the end, while someone with a growth mindset sees it as a lesson. Have you ever met someone who seems to find an opportunity in every obstacle or find a gold lining in every situation? That's because they believe challenges are stepping stones to growth, not barriers. This shift in perspective is powerful. When you start seeing setbacks as learning experiences rather than failures, you develop resilience and courage. By changing how you view difficulties, you open yourself up to new possibilities and breakthroughs. Number 8, strong beliefs inspire confidence and resilience. But the question you might be asking, John, is why is it that if they're so powerful, why then is so many people not powerful? Or why did they get, let's say, crushed? It's because they let an inner core belief that either they put there or usually a family member, a friend or significant other or coworker or boss put there, and it's blocking them. Confidence, ladies and gentlemen, is not about luck. It's about belief. When you trust in yourself and your abilities, you naturally carry yourself with strength and conviction. Resilience comes from knowing that setbacks don't define you, but instead refine you. The stronger your belief in yourself is, the more unstoppable you become, no matter what life throws your way. Think about it like this. No matter how many lemons I give you, you always turn them into delicious lemonade. Think about athletes who train relentlessly. They believe in their ability to win, even before they step onto the field. That belief fuels their confidence and perseverance and eventual success. It sets them up for success. It conditions their body. Now, you might be saying, John, how? So just like I was talking about that man, when I believe something, I believe I'm healthy, I believe I'm well, all that happens because of my belief. It sets me up for that. So my body looks for that. My mind looks for that. So this is important. That belief fuels their confidence, their perseverance, and eventually will lead them to their success. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, but it's a gradual process that does become cumulative. When you cultivate strong, empowering beliefs, you equip yourself with the resilience needed to face any single challenge head on. Now, I know you might be saying, John, that is so crazy. Well, if it's so crazy, why is it works for me and it works for so many other people? You see, to get out of a negative mind frame is not an easy thing to do. I want to be honest with you on that. And I want to reference some of these to some Bible passages, if I may. If you're not religious, I apologize for that. But number one, beliefs influence decisions and behaviors. Proverbs 23:7, quote, for as he thinks in his heart, so is he, quote. The verse reminds us that our thoughts and beliefs shape who we are and how we act. Number two, positive beliefs drive success and growth. And that is Philippians verse 4:13, quote, I can do all this through him who gives me strength, quote. A positive belief in Christ's strength within us fuels our ability to succeed and grow in all areas of life. That's pretty powerful, Alicia. I mean, that's really, really powerful. All right, number three. Number three is a good one as well. Number three is limiting beliefs create obstacles and fear, which is false evidence appearing real. And this comes from 2 Timothy 1:7. Quote, for the Spirit does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline, close quote. Limiting beliefs create fear, but God has given us a spirit of courage and strength. Number four, ladies and gentlemen, actions reflect deeply held beliefs. So if you're saying, I don't believe that, or that's not the way I am, just look at the actions and what you're doing. That's what's coming from inside, okay? That's where those actions are coming from. So the verse I chose for this is James, verse 2:17. And this is, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. Our actions are a reflection of what we truly believe in, and true faith leads to action. So what does this mean? So although you can meditate, although you can visualize, if you get, let's say, a hunch to take an action, you need to take that action, right? Magic doesn't just happen. Certainly things can be brought to you and made easier for you, but you still gotta do the work, right? So this is why this quote is one of my real favorites. Quote, in the same way, faith by itself, if it is not accompanied by action, is dead. So faith alone is great, but when it's time to take action, you better take action, all right? Number five, changing beliefs can transform outcomes. And I chose Romans 12:2. Quote, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, close quote. Changing our beliefs by renewing our minds can transform our lives and our outcomes. That's pretty important. Number six, awareness of beliefs leads to intentional action. Our awareness of a situation allows us to be open to the opportunity. I chose Proverbs verse 4:23. Quote, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it, close quote. I also like to say, guard your heart and your mind. Being aware and knowing and guarding your heart and your mind, your beliefs helps guide our actions in alignment with God's will. So when we guard it, we protect ourselves from what I like to call mind viruses that are either put there by parents, maybe friends, colleagues, significant others, bosses, volunteers. And so what happens is these people are doing this to try to motivate you, but they're negatively motivating. Your parents are like, oh, you're never going to do this. You're never going to do that. You're never going to have money. You're never going to have this relationship. You're not good enough for that. They're trying to motivate you to act. But what it really does, it installs a mind virus that makes every time you try to act impossible. It just shuts down whatever hope you've ever had. So when you get these things, like, you're never going to do that. Well, Mom, I understand that. You don't believe I'm going to say, but I will achieve it. And that's all that matters. Or, you're not good enough. You're not going to make that. I will make it. Your thoughts don't matter to me. You don't have to be nasty, or you could just walk away and say, cancel. I am wealthy. I am a good speaker. I am great at this subject. Whatever it is, That negative stuff, I don't go for that negative stuff, but a lot of people think it's going to light a fire. What it really does is it just kind of causes you to go into this slow mode and not do anything. And I think that's really bad. Number 7, beliefs shape how we see challenges and opportunities. Our beliefs shape how we see them. So our beliefs create our perspectives, right? How we see the world. And that is how we see challenges or opportunities that may or may not be there. James, verse 1, 2 to 3. Quote, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kind, because you know that testing of your faith produces perseverance, close quote. How we view challenges and opportunities is shaped by our beliefs and faith in God's purpose. Okay. And the last one, strong beliefs inspire confidence and resilience, Isaiah 40:31. Quote, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint, close quote. Strong beliefs in God's promises inspire confidence and resilience to overcome life challenges. Now, if you're not religious, what are the lessons without the religion now? So let's take a look at those. Okay. So when we think about number 1, beliefs influence decisions. Your mindset shapes your choice and actions. What you believe about yourself and the world directly impacts how you navigate life. Positive beliefs drive success and growth. Believing in your abilities and potential fuel your confidence, motivation, and perseverance, helping you achieve success and personal growth. This has been proven in science, ladies and gentlemen. This is not some woo-woo magic here. Limiting beliefs create obstacles and fear, which again, fear is false evidence appearing real. That's all fear is. Negative or self-doubting beliefs act as barriers, holding you back from opportunities and creating unnecessary fear and hesitation. All right, number 4. Actions reflect deeply held beliefs. Your daily choices and behaviors are a mirror of what you truly believe. Aligning your actions with positive and empowering beliefs leads to meaningful purposes in your life and progress. Number 5. Changing beliefs can transform outcomes. Shifting your perspective and replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones can lead to dynamically different results and more successful outcomes in life. I see the glass half full. I see the glass half empty. When we change our mindset, opportunities are able to show up and be forth in our life. That's really powerful. Number 6, awareness of beliefs leads to intentional action. Recognizing and evaluating your beliefs allows you to take conscious, purposeful actions rather than being controlled by unconscious patterns. Be aware of those things in your head. Be aware of those potential mind viruses. Very, very key. Beliefs shape how we see challenges and opportunities. Your mindset determines whether you see it as an obstacle, as a roadblock, or a stepping stone. A growth mindset helps you find opportunities in any adversity type of situation. And 8, a strong positive belief system provides the inner strength to overcome difficulties, stay motivated, and push forward even in challenging terms. That's important. And I know you might be saying, John, this is hard to believe. Well, it might be hard to believe, but it is the truth, ladies and gentlemen, and the truth will set you free, and the truth will empower you to create the world you've always wanted. So our beliefs, ladies and gentlemen, are a foundation of our thoughts, decisions, and actions. What we choose to believe, whether positive or negative, shapes our behaviors and influences the way we approach life. When we hold empowering beliefs, we build confidence, take bold actions, and create opportunities for growth. On the other hand, limiting beliefs can act as invisible barriers, filling us with doubt and fear, preventing us from reaching our full potential. Recognizing the power of our belief is the first step in taking control of our mindset and ultimately our future and getting rid of any bad mind viruses. By becoming aware of our deeply held beliefs, we can begin to shift our perspective and make intentional choices that align with our goals. When we embrace positive beliefs, we develop resilience, find solutions and challenges, and view failures as stepping stones rather than setbacks. Our actions reflect our internal mindset, meaning that the more we strengthen our belief system, the more we cultivate success and fulfillment in our personal and professional lives. Small shifts in thought patterns can lead to huge transformational changes that we'll see in outcomes. Einstein said this best: doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is insanity. So if you want to see results, and you're not seeing it with what you're doing, you need to change what you're doing. Okay. That's important. In the end, strong beliefs create a strong foundation for a meaningful life. They inspire confidence, they fuel the perseverance, and shape how we interact in the world around us. By challenging our limiting beliefs and replacing them with empowering ones, we open the doors to new possibilities and a greater sense of purpose. The key to lasting change lies in continuously refining and reinforcing the beliefs that drives us forward. When we master our mindset, we gain the power to shape our own destiny. Now, these people that are putting these beliefs in your head, they're not doing it to sabotage you. They're not doing it to harm you. They're just disgusted with the situation and they're kind of frustrated for you. I think that's an important thing to understand. When we realize that these small, consistent steps taken from our inspired thought, which leads to that inspired action, will cultivate success. I think that's a very viable point. And a lot of people I know think that belief is just something that doesn't apply to me. It's some psychology nonsense. Your body, I don't know if you know this. If I asked you this question right now, how much of your body and actions is run by belief? Do you know the answer to that? Over 95%. The mind-body connection, automatic and habitual actions, emotional behavioral responses. So while biological factors play a role in bodily functions, belief is a major driver of thoughts, actions, and overall well-being. The more you align your beliefs with confidence, resilience, and growth, the more your actions and even your body will follow suit. This even occurs with things like, maybe you're not well, and the thoughts that you put in actually can affect you on a cellular level. I know that sounds like bizarre, but it is true. You believe you're healthy, you will be healthy. If you're not healthy and you believe it, it'll just be a fraction before you get back on your feet. And I know all this stuff sounds like something I pulled out of a sci-fi book, but remember, we're here in a meat suit. We are not physical. We are bodies that are all energy. The body is just something that covers our energy. I think that's really important to understand. Ladies and gentlemen, please do check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. In the meantime, I invite you to check out all my short form and long form content, as well as to catch my stream later tonight on TikTok, which is exclusive just to TikTok. Have a wonderful night, everyone. And remember, your beliefs